Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana Murphy, and recently I've been making all kinds of different videos trying to discover where I fit in here on YouTube. I'm really still not at all sure where that's going to be, but as I'm making lots of different videos, I'm giving myself the opportunity to figure out where I fit in. So today I'm doing something that's completely outside my comfort zone, but something I'm actually very interested in, and that is making a vision board. This year I did not make any New Year's resolutions, and the reason that actually happened was because on New Year's Day I was talking to this older lady, and she was like, "Honey, did you make any New Year's resolutions?" And I said, "Well, not yet, but I'm going to. I always make a few and I stick with them." And she said, "You know, you shouldn't, and just tell everybody you're perfect when they ask you if you made resolutions." And I mean, I don't view myself as perfect, but I like this lady's mentality. I like where she's coming from. I see what she means. So it made me decide that I wasn't actually going to make any New Year's resolutions myself, but then I came across vision boards, and it's something I've always been somewhat interested in. I just didn't necessarily understand what's behind it. I fell in love with affirmations last year, and I've really enjoyed sharing those on my Instagram. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but you can check them out at @jmurphyfit. I do have a whole section dedicated to my affirmations, but affirmations and motivational quotes, and I think what ties in really well with that is vision boards and the idea of manifesting things you want to happen in your life. Now, I don't necessarily believe in manifestation to the same degree as some other people do, but I think that if you can, hope for things and work toward them in whatever way works for you, that can be good for you. So that being said, today I'm going to try making my own vision board for the 2020 year. Everything I'm putting on my board is things I hope I can work on and make myself better in those categories within this year. So I'm going to admit I don't know a lot about this. If I'm saying things aren't necessarily the exact way vision boards work, don't hesitate to correct me in the comments. I will not be offended in the slightest, but I think my goal is to make a fairly nice, aesthetically pleasing vision board that I can put on my wall and enjoy for this whole year. So I did get some supplies. I bought 4 glue sticks because it was cheaper than buying just one. I don't know how that's possible, but 4 of these dollar store glue sticks, and then I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to put my vision board on. What I ended up getting was just a picture frame, and I think I'm gonna be able to take the picture that's already in here out and then just, the fake insert picture, and just cover over that sheet with all the collage things I've printed off. And then that being said, I printed off a whole bunch of things that I think apply to me this year, and as I build the vision board, I am just going to show you guys what I printed off and why I think those things are important to me. But I just printed them off on regular sheets of paper like this, and I'm just going to cut them out and then paste them with the glue onto my vision board. So I don't think there's a lot more to say in this intro. I want to get right into making this video. I'm just gonna probably take my face out of this and show you guys the actual process of making this and cutting everything out and sticking it together, and then for all the things that I think are important. I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for being my subscribers. I have a huge goal of growing my channel this year. You guys are about to hear about this as one of my things I'm putting on my vision board, but it would mean the world to me if you guys subscribed. Recently I've been taking a look at my analytics, and I've noticed that 98% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, which is absolutely insane. So if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and I'll just get right into the video. Alright you guys, here goes the voiceover for this. I just started off by putting on a sheet on my floor so you guys can see this better, and then by unwrapping the picture frame. Spoiler alert, I never got it on camera, but I ended up actually breaking the glass of this picture frame, but I honestly think it makes the whole thing look better anyway. I removed the backing because that's the part of this I'm going to build my collage on, and then I just got rid of that middle piece of paper. I realized I did not need it for anything. This is the glue I got just randomly for the record. I'd recommend this glue, it was super easy to use. And then I got into the process of cutting everything up. I printed these out so that multiple were on each page. That way I figured it was probably the least wasteful of paper. And as I go through cutting each one of these out, I'm just going to tell you guys why I chose that item for my vision board. My goal on my fitness Instagram is to grow to 2,000 followers. I think right now we are January 24th and I have, I want to say 1,030 followers. So it is a bit of an ambitious goal, but I'm hoping it's something I can achieve this year if I keep using the account on a regular basis. And then my goal on YouTube is to make it to the 1,000 subscriber mark so that I can officially apply for monetization. This next thing is just a bunch of money. Believe it or not, it's hard to find an aesthetic photo of Canadian money. I don't know, maybe it's considered ugly, but my goal this year is to save and to work hard and make money. This last one is words. I really like how it looks when vision boards have a lot of words, affirmations, and sayings on them. So this one says, a better me is coming. And I think that if anyone isn't working toward a better version of them, then what are you even working on at all? So on to the next sheet. The very first thing that I'm cutting out on this sheet is going to be a radiate positivity picture, and it made my mom laugh when she saw that because I might not be known for being the most positive person in life, but it is something that I want to work on going through this year. The next thing is this dollar sign. It ties into the same thing as the money, where a big goal of mine this year is to be saving more and working hard to make more money. I've got lots of things I want to spend money on, and you can see those from other things I have on my vision board. So where I'm going to be spending money, I have to focus on saving money and making money too. The next one's an academic goal. It's not necessarily to get A+ in all my courses, but just to have really good grades in general. I've been working really hard in school to get good grades, and I want to keep that up this year and keep my GPA nice and strong. This next one says vibin' and thrivin'. I ended up having to actually cut this one down so it had less of the pink on it to fit on my board, but it still looks really good and it's still very visible. And I just feel this should be a motto of this year, gonna be vibin' and thrivin' out here. And we're on to the next sheet. This one has some serious pink vibes going on. The first one I'm cutting out is this picture of a really scenic palm tree beach. And that is because it is one of my goals this year to go on a trip, whether that be over my February break or in April or May or whenever it may come. It could even be for my reading week in November, but I want to go away somewhere tropical on a trip, either with my friends or with my boyfriend, but that is definitely a major goal for this year. The next one I cut out doesn't have as much of a representation. I just thought it was a pretty cute aesthetic photo, but it does have someone who's obviously studying, and studying is a big thing I want to focus on this year, keeping my GPA high, so that's why I picked that photo out. I've definitely already mentioned this, but your girl's trying to hustle this year, trying to make all that money I can, so I put lots of things into this vision board to remind me how important that goal is for me. On to another sheet. So the first one I'm cutting out is this picture of pink dumbbells. I have to admit I've never come across a pink dumbbell, but this one is just a reminder to me to be working hard in the gym this year to keep up with all of my fitness goals. This next one, this little peach, totally ties in with dumbbells, but your girl is trying to grow the booty this year, so that one's on there to remind me that that needs to be a focus. So this next one is this girl with this really adorable scrunchie and her nails match. My mom made fun of me and asked if my goal was to start matching my scrunchie and nails, and it absolutely is not. It's just to have cute nails, because that's something that just makes me happy and makes me feel very put together is when I have my nails done really nice. And this next one's this cute little water bottle. I don't have any water bottles that look that nice, but this one is a reminder to stay hydrated and have lots of water, because that's something I struggle with 24/7. All right, I think we've got 2 more sheets to go. And the first one I started cutting out on this sheet just says, happy little thing. And I just think that's so cute. Again, I like incorporating words onto it. This is a pop of yellow that I felt my vision board needed. And most of all, I just think being happy goes with positive, and it just makes your whole life better if you focus on being happy. And I'm really trying to make my happiness the center of everything I do this year. I think that everything on this board, if I'm doing those things, it'll make me happier if I'm achieving those goals. So I think that being happy ties in really nicely with my goals for this year. So there's practically no symbolism behind this one I'm cutting out right now. It's just the year 2020, because I wanted to be able to incorporate that one into my board just so that I remind myself that these are all things I want to achieve within this year. So this next one is a picture of an upscale restaurant or bar, and it just is to remind myself that I do have some employment goals this year. I would like to either get another part-time job at a restaurant that's a little bit nicer than the place I work, or just in general switch over to a new job in a nicer restaurant. We've already talked about this, but it's just another reminder that I want to be able to go south at some point this year, so I figure putting 2 super pretty pictures on there is even more effective than just putting 1. This sheet is mostly just edits I made, where I went and took my current subscriber count and follower count on Instagram and YouTube, and I edited it to be how I'm hoping to have it before the end of this year. And then these roses are simply to put in the background. There is absolutely nothing represented by them, but I just needed something to fill up some space on the board that I could collage over, so I ended up printing that off. So this last whole sheet just has some affirmations. The ones on the top, I only wanted to cut a few of them out, and then the bottom just has something that I feel like embodies everything I'm trying to do. And it says, care for your body, eat, hydrate, move, and sleep. Once I had everything cut out, I just put it all into one pile so I could sort it out. So then I sorted it into piles of things that are words, things that are like the main goals I want to be very visible, a little pile of little things that I knew I could fit in no matter how many pictures covered it, and then also one pile that just had like all the aesthetic photos that could be covered up, could be on top. It didn't really make a huge difference to me. And then we got into the good stuff. I laid out the board that I was going to be using to fill all this stuff in. And then I just started trying to fit things together, seeing where they fit well and how things look together. I ended up with a strategy of using the corners, like kind of putting something in each corner and then building around, because my biggest priority at the start was just to have all of the background color covered, and then I'd fit smaller things on top. If you're the kind of person who has more of an eye for this kind of thing and who isn't quite so particular, you could definitely just start gluing things on from the start, but I wanted to have a solid idea of how this was going to look before I started committing to anything. Here's a step I recommend to absolutely anyone. Once you've everything laid out exactly how you want it, take a picture, and then when you take everything off and you're gluing it back on, you can get it to be exactly how it was before. So then I just took everything off and I started again. I just started in the same order that I tried to put it on the first time, and I was gluing down all the corners and I filled in all the sides, and then I focused on making sure this time around that every single bit of the background was covered, because there was really no going back once I had the glue on there. I will admit this took me a really long time to do, but I have absolutely no issue with that, seeing as it's something I'm proud of having. This is absolutely going to go on the wall in my room. I'm going to look at it every single day. So that's my recommendation to you. If you're trying to do one of these to motivate yourself, definitely do something that you're really proud of, rather than something you're going to end up putting in like a closet or something for the next whole year. Alrighty guys, that's everything for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making my vision board, and I'll just let you guys know how things go throughout the year. I mean, I do keep you guys very updated on things that are going on in my life, so I feel like you'll know what's going on, but I'll let you know if I feel like this helps me and motivates me to get things done in my life. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like this video, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think I should do next, and of course, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have an amazing week, and I can't wait to see you guys again soon.